Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. And I have two of my beautiful sisters with me tonight, Marina, Heart Center Tarot, and Val, Dragonfly Crystals, who's the one that needs to be properly thanked tonight for saving my butt because my head has been so wrapped up with things going on in my household that I forgot I was hosting tonight. I had done the thing and did the thumbnail and then forgot to look up a topic. I got here and I'm like, I don't have a topic. So Val helped me find one real quick because she's really good at it. And so I've got that info pulled up in another panel over here to the side. And so I know what I'm talking about, although it's a topic that really seems to fit everything happening with me right now. So that's a good thing. And that topic will be signs, synchronicities, and divine timing and how it affects us. So y'all can be thinking about it too. In the meantime, uh, real quick, some shout outs. Jackie B is here, James Spear, um, uh, Diane Miller, 357 Beagle, Karen Thon is here. Dragonfly Crystals. I don't know who let her in. Lois T is here. Heart Center Tarot. Somebody let her through the door. Voices from the Swamp. Oh my God. Got all the
trifecta.
Rutledge, Innocent Potato. Hello, hello, and welcome. Thank you for joining us, Janet Jackson. So let's start with kind of go around the block here and see what everybody's up to. Hi, Liz, and Liz will be on my channel next weekend. She's going to be a guest, so that'll be fun. And Marina, why don't you start us off and tell everybody what you got coming up, what's cooking, and hi, Karen. Trying to catch her.
Hello. Yeah, and we are hoping that Allie is going to join us. We haven't heard anything from her, so
I don't know.
We'll play it by ear. We hope that she will join us. So what have I got going on? Well, after this show, I'm going to get my nails done. Woo! And I've spent the better part of today trying to decide on what
I put new ones on last night.
What color do I want
and
to go?
I put mine on. No.
Well, mine are press on. It takes me all of about 20 minutes.
Some of us are glam girls, and some of us are just,
blue and, hey, Bora.
So tomorrow at 4 p.m., I'm going to be joining Val on her channel for episode 179 of Messages for Lightworkers.
Y'all do not want to miss that show. That is an excellent show. I usually manage to grab about 15 or 20 minutes of it on my way home from work. Mm-hmm. I can't chat because I'm driving, but I'm listening. So
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It is a good show. I mean, the guides come up with the topics, and it's really phenomenal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then at 7 p.m. Mountain Time tomorrow, Cleo the Seer is going to join me for Kitchen Table Issues. Yay. So we'll get a chance to talk a little bit of the politic. And then Friday at noon Mountain Daylight Time, Nate is going to join me. So looking forward to that and getting together with him and whatnot. So that is great. And then on Saturday, it's the big day. It's the 17th Shine Your Light event.
Yes.
There you go.
So I'm really looking forward to that one. It starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure to join us. And
another great show, y'all. It really is. I usually manage to grab a few minutes of it between shows on my time slot when it's time for me to light my light. So that I don't lose it.
Yes, exactly. And it's a way to feel good. As a community, we concentrate on love, light, compassion, and unity to anyone, anywhere that needs it. And believe me, after 17 shows, we are making a difference.
I
We
know.
really are making a
Yay.
difference. So,
And real quick, hello, Karen. Hello, Book. And hello, Catherine.
hello,
Okay.
guys. Yeah. And don't forget, if you're interested in booking a reading or seeing any of the classes that I have on offer, you can go to my website, which is marinasheartcentertarot.com. Take a look and see what's available. If there's something there that grabs your interest, look into it. If you need more information, get in touch with me. Be more than glad to share it with you. So that's kind of what's happening here in my little world right now. So yes.
And
Awesome.
don't forget, Marina has memberships. She also has gift cards. You can sign up for any of that. And I do as well on my website.
Yes.
So memberships, gift cards, classes, and readings.
I don't have classes or gift cards, but I do have memberships.
And
I don't have a website yet.
Sherry has memberships on her channel, and she will accept readings if you email her. So yeah. So, and you can find the email. It'll be in the description below.
Everything's in the description box below.
So look there for that. Absolutely. And what do I have coming up? Messages for Lightworkers tomorrow and Shine Your Light on Saturday.
Yes.
So I look forward to that as well. And it's a powerful movement. It's an event. And it happens. It's been going on 17 times. That's a long
17
time.
months.
It's getting on 2 years of Shine Your Light, which is a huge block of energy going out into the world. So please join that on Saturday, because it's really, it actually helps your energy grow, your light grow, as you are turning your lights on to join that community, join that light going out. And Shari, how about you?
I'm currently in the process of house hunting, which is making me crazy, which is why I showed up tonight, even though I had set everything up for the show and forgot to look at the topic. And thankfully, Val rescued me. So she helped me find the topic real quick. I've got tomorrow night, I will be a guest on Sybil Harmony's channel at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And then I will be on with Judy's Healing Fire at 8 o'clock Central Time for Politics with Judy and Shari. And then Friday night, I'm taking the night off. And then
What?
well, I'm going to do backstage for Colleen. I know she does a Friday night shirt. I don't remember what show.
So you're not really taking it off. You're
that's just playing in the chat. So I don't think of that as work. That's easy for me. And then Saturday is the slumber party. That's all I have planned thus far. Something may pop up between now and then. I don't know. I've been slowly scheduling down for the next couple of months.
Yeah.
As I get prepared to move, I got to start packing and going through crap and throwing away stuff and whatnot. And then that's it for this weekend. I literally didn't have anything planned this weekend. I'm looking at it going, wow, how did I do that? I guess I need to, I'm going to throw a little birthday party channelversary for Amy Warrior Queen. She changed her channel name. I think she'll be out of the hospital soon. I'm not sure. She was getting ready for some major surgery, and I don't remember the dates. I knew it was coming up, and I had told her I would do a little party for her. So I just got to get with her for open dates, and y'all will see it, and we'll do a little surprise party for her. Other than that, though, it's house hunting. we had to take the little dog, my son's dog, to the vet yesterday, and they basically gave us enough medicine to keep him pain free for about another week or so before he crosses that rainbow bridge. And so we're all dealing with the loss of that and what all it's going to entail. And so we've all been kind of a little on the shaky ground since yesterday with that. And but he's like 15, 16 years old. So he's had a nice long life. I mean, according to the vet, he's like an old man in his 80s. So I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I guess we can't complain,
That's definitely a nice long life.
Nice long life. And he and my son are like this, So he likes to come hang out with me when his daddy's not home. But other than that, he's in the room with his daddy and he spends all his time with him. So they've been two peas in a pod. It was originally a girlfriend's dog that my son dated years ago. And the first time he went over and spent a weekend with her at her place and met her dog, and she was like, don't worry about him. He doesn't like men. He doesn't like people. So he'll just ignore you. And my son was like, okay, fine. And the next morning she gets up and he and the dog are gone. And she's like, oh my God, what happened? He comes back in. He says, yeah, we went for a walk. And,
They bonded.
And instantly, it was like from that moment on
He became your son's dog.
He picked his human. And when she decided to move up north to go back to school, and an aunt had offered her a place to stay to go back to school, to college, she was like, I can't take the dog away from you. He's your dog now, not mine. So
yes,
she left us with the dog. So
the dog knows where he wants to be.
Yeah,
that's it. Exactly. Animals will pick their person, and there's no getting around it. They'll come and love up on you when they want attention, but
the main squeeze is the main squeeze.
Yes,
that's right. Exactly. So, so that's been my week. It's a little crazy, and hoping we had a couple of good hits on some fairly decent houses. Today we got a hit on a really nice house that would be perfect in just the right place, just the right price tags. And we would all have our very own bedroom. I'm really excited about that one. It's like, I would have my own room. I could shut the door. It's like, that would be fantastic. I wouldn't have to be half of a room somewhere in the public, So, what's meant to be is meant to be, and things will happen as the way they're meant to happen. And I'm not going to obsess about it because that doesn't do us any good. And so tonight's show is courtesy of Val. She's the one that saved my butt because I got here and I'm like, all I can think about is the dog is about to go and they're trying to house hunt. She's like, that's not a good topic. I said, no, because those are depressing topics. I don't want to talk about that, but that's all that's been in my head. So she's the one that found a good topic for signs, synchronicities, and divine timing. And basically what ChatGPT tells us, and what most of us know anyway, is signs and synchronicities are basically meaningful coincidences that act as the universe or spirit's way of getting us in alignment, pushing us in the right direction. We may be thinking of a particular thing or a particular person, and then all of a sudden something will happen and it just kind of wham, it brings that thought right home, and you're like, oh, okay, that's exactly what I needed to see. Now I know that whoever, I was thinking about is letting me know that they're thinking of me too. And it can when you have these kind of things happen, it can bring a real sense of peace. I know it always has for me. Um, just to know that there are things, like I'll watch a show and somebody will be talking about something, and then 2 hours later, boom, something will come up, and that's the very topic. It's like out of the blue from somebody that would never talk about that thing, but suddenly they're talking about that thing. And there have been times when I've really been like maybe kind of down in the dumps and thinking a lot of my mom and whatnot. And all of a sudden, butterflies will show up. And we're not on a butterfly path here where we are. Um, just like when we first moved in where we are now, I had eagles showed up. I didn't even know we had eagles in Louisiana. And they come on a regular basis. And it's usually whenever I'm upset or wound up about something and I go sit outside to try to bring myself down and just kind of ground myself out, and I'll look up and there go my eagles back and forth, and it's like, okay, they got it, so I'm not going to worry about it. And so that has a lot to do with that. So I thought we could go around, and since Val found the topic for us, I'm going to let her go first.
Oh my God.
I
came late so I could go second.
No. Your idea.
It's your idea. You get to go first.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you an experience I just recently had, which is really something that I didn't even realize I should be putting together. And maybe I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I was sitting in my meditation room, and all of a sudden I got this feeling like, that feeling like you could end it all kind of feeling. Don't get me, YouTube. And I knew it wasn't mine. And I thought, wow. But at the same time, during that time, I kept having this person come into my mind. And they were coming into my mind for like 2 or 3 weeks. All of a sudden, they book a reading with me. And she is talking about what I felt and experienced. So I didn't put all those synchronicities together to give her. And I did have a thought. Should I give her a call? Next time this happens, I will give the call instead of, so nobody has to pay me to have that conversation with me. I will talk to you right away. So I will put that together. So paying attention and knowing when to take action. Sometimes you don't know when something's coming up that it is something you're supposed to take action on. But that really did, as I look back on it, came full circle with the name, with the feeling and all of that. It was pretty much in front of me, and I even had the thought. So next time I will move with it. What are these things there in our lives for? And in one place I read, synchronicities are all, some people actually are putting out the idea that synchronicities are you putting things in front of yourself to for your next path, for your next thing. What did you? That's your higher self. That's your soul. That's that higher self of you putting those things in front of you to that meaningful alignment, just the right person to do this job with you or that job with you, or those phenomenal repeating numbers and personal symbols. Who doesn't see those? The other morning I woke up at 555. I woke up. It made me wake up. I woke out of a dead sleep, sat up in the bed and looked at the clock. 555. And I said, okay, there's a lot of changes happening. Okay, good. Why'd you have to wake me up for it?
Yes. Closer to 8 might have been a better time.
Could have been 888. I mean,
555 in the afternoon or evening. Yeah. But anyway, that was hilarious. And so sometimes those kind of things can be big things in someone's life. But you know what? I see those numbers all the time. Those kind of numbers, I see them constantly. And they have become almost like I don't even think about what they are or what they mean because they're doing their thing, whatever they have to do. I don't have to help them.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can get so caught up with it. We're trying to make it mean something. And sometimes it's just, yeah, it's triggering something. I don't know. And it's okay. So, also, when you get signs from loved ones in spirit, uh, like a song. We all get those songs that come in and we're singing it. We're getting up in the morning or we're at night, we're brushing our teeth and the song comes into our mind. Or we're in the shower or wherever that happens. Get those lyrics and figure out what that is or see what it means to you or in whatever way, shape, or form. Because there's going to be something for you, whether it's an emotional reaction to it and you want to cry, or whether that's something that happening in your life that it's giving you input for. It's giving you some kind of information. Also, you can sit around like I do, and I get the roses, or I'll have a floral scent after meditating, or something like that, or I'll just be sitting around and I'll smell this fragrant. Well, we don't have any flowering things around here, so I know that's the signs from loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
Vivid dreams, particular birds or butterflies are big symbols for everyone. Flickering lights, lots of flickering lights, electronic moments. Like, I'll give you an example for me. In our bedroom, we have one of those, the thermostat that is already, you can do your phone and change it. But when you walk by it, it turns on. Well, we're laying in bed at night. It's dark. We're way far away from the thermostat. We have a huge master bedroom. Or, well, they don't call it master. They call it primary room. And the light will come on. It only comes on when it senses movement. And we are like 15 feet away. It's pointing that way. There's nothing that we are doing that could do it. So there's orbs or there's something triggering it. And those are kind of like messages saying, yeah, we're here.
Yes.
And sometimes, I don't know about any of you, but you see these flashes, like blue and white flashes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's your higher self energy. It's not like an orb. It's a flash, a blue, white flash. It is your higher self coming online. It's coming online. And that's what you're seeing. That blue, white flash is that. So just so you all know. And, how do we discern guidance without becoming dependent on signs? Signs are beautiful and they're meant to support our interconnection, but they don't replace it. So always go within, always go into your heart, connect with your guides and angels. I always say the heart is the gateway to everything. And because you'll hear your guides talking to you. Yeah, the synchronicities and signs are a bonus, but it's not the main show.
It's like a validation.
Yes, I love that. It's like validation. And so that's what I've got to say on the subject. Thank you for
And Innocent Potato had something to say directly for you.
Yeah.
Is that she didn't know her birth time.
It was telling you what your birth time.
3:57 a.m.
I love
she
it.
got her birth certificate, she was born at 3:57 p.m.
Innocent Potato, exactly. This is exactly how your higher self and guides and angels work. It'll give you the answer, but you've got to put it together with what it is.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's the putting it together part that, sometimes that's a little tricky.
Totally.
And what about you, Marina?
I have I started to pay attention to these synchronicities and things that were happening. And then I got to the point that honestly, it was like I was getting the validation that I was on the right track. And I got to the point that I didn't so much need the validation anymore. So now it's just, if I can recognize them, I know when they're happening, I can acknowledge and say, thank you. But I don't have to spend too much time looking for them, because I'm more trusting my intuition, trusting my gut. They have confirmed for me many times that no, you're on the right track.
So basically, you didn't have to send yourself any more synchronicities or signs, because you're already on the right track. And that
Yes.
kind of validates what they say when it's us ourselves who are sending us these synchronicities and signs. You don't need them if you're already in sync going along.
Yes, just
it's not that you don't all continue having it, but you aren't dependent on that to steer you in the right direction. You're already in the right direction. It's not that synchronicities and signs stop, but you're
exactly. And now it's no longer so much of a validation as it is an opportunity to be grateful, so that when it happens, I can say, thank you, got you guys, thank you. And kind of let that be the primary thing. But there's, all of us are constantly getting impressions of things, getting feelings about things, and sometimes you have to get out of your own way in order to recognize what they are, and instead of that can't be right, that can't be true, that can't be this. Yesterday morning, I wake up and there's as I'm on the computer, of course, I'm checking my email, and there's an email there saying, you have a deposit into your account that is waiting for you to process. And I thought, what? Who? Where? So first thing I thought of was, I bet you it's some Nigerian prince who wants to send $5 million. Right?
Don't click that link.
Yeah. But I looked at where it came from and I thought, okay, no, this looks a little legit. So I clicked on it. And yes, it was $49.11. And where did it come from? Well, the explanation was in the letter. About 8 or 10 years ago, we had there was a class action lawsuit that was filed up here in Canada against a couple large grocery store chains because they were caught price fixing on bread. And way back in the day, I either got an email or my son put me onto it or whatever, but it was, fill this out. And, if they win the lawsuit, you'll end up with some money. And I thought, sure, okay, I'll wait for my check that comes in the mail for 9 cents, like really. Yeah. But I did. I filled out the information, sent it away, and every 2-3 years, I'd get an email saying, hey, we're still working on this. We just want to check, make sure contact info is still the same. Yeah, it's still the same. Sure. Yeah, keep working. Well, apparently the lawsuit was settled. And $49.11 was my share of the lawsuit.
It's better than a sharp stick in the eye. I mean,
Exactly. And yesterday I had myself booked in for my massage, and that $49 that basically paid for half of it. So it was like bonus, right?
It paid off. Took 10 years, but there it was.
Yes.
Pom I can shake when we have stuff like this happen.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's being being ready, willing, and able to acknowledge those things, to be grateful for them, to and when they do, especially to be grateful when they do happen, right?
Yeah,
That just,
absolutely.
it just brings in more.
Yeah,
It just brings
absolutely.
in more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
like what 357 Beagle put in here. She said, if one does all the footwork, is the outcome then determined by divine providence?
It isn't divine providence, like you think providence, like they're bestowing something on you, kind of providence, but it is your universal flow. You've already created your reality, and what is coming for you is what you have created. There's a little delay because this is Earth. We're a little slow in after something's manifested, even though you're not saying, I'm manifesting this. You're behaving as you are and thinking as you are, and your next moments are going to contain what you are pulling toward you by your own thought forms and behavior. So it isn't something outside of you creating what is going to come to you. When you talk about the specifics of it, yes, it's your higher self and source saying, and this is what you are needing next on your divine plan path. And you can't actually go, well, I wanted pink Twinkies, not yellow ones. Or
Yeah.
You got a damn Twinkie. Just be happy.
for some neat reason you needed those Twinkies. Maybe it was the chocolate and cream inside. I don't know.
Exactly. Just go with it. Be grateful for it, and know that it's coming, because it's once the frequency and the energy is aligned, it takes no time at all. And we have all done this, where we decide that this is the outcome that I want, and this is how I want this thing to be delivered to me. Yeah. And you struggle and you fight and you push and you go, and it's like,
all done it.
Come on. And then all of a sudden you decide, you know what, I really don't care anymore. I've put too much energy into this. I'm just whatever. And you go on to something else, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 everything lines up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
exactly
like spirits
that divine
get out of the
timing,
way so they can deliver what you want. And
yes,
Marina's right. Yeah. That is exactly divine timing. You let go of your expectations of how it's going to get delivered to you. I like Marina's cosmic ordering in the menu. You give it to the restaurant. You're not going to go in there and watch the cooks cook it. They're just going to bring it to you when you trust it's getting prepared the way it needs to be prepared, and let it go. And we've all been on the end where we're struggling and we're trying to make it happen, and it never. You got to let it go and let it just cook and do its own thing, and it comes. When it's ready, it gets served to you
exactly
by the universe.
Yeah. And you get to enjoy the ride while you're waiting. There's so many things that you can look at. There's so many conversations you can have. You just know that it's coming.
Exactly.
That's how I met my late husband. It's like all my friends were getting married and having kids, and I was the odd man out all the time. And it gets kind of depressing, because you're like, well, what's wrong with me? Why can't I find somebody? And when I finally got to the point where it was like, screw it, I don't care. If there's somebody meant for me, they'll show up, and I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah. A month went by, and boom, there he was. I mean,
that's how it happens. You've got to let go of it.
That's it. And
the minute you're not looking,
quit trying to strategize how to find somebody. Spirit just waltzed them right into my door.
So when you're pushing on any of that, when you're pushing out what your will is, what you want, and you're pushing it, if you don't shut that down and be in receiving mode, you can't receive it. It's not coming to you. You're holding it back. You're pushing it away with your outward going energy. If you want to talk about it energetically.
Yes.
So you've just got to go, let it drop all those balloons or big weights down on the ground, and just let it all, allow it to flow. And then next thing you know, you get up out of bed and XYZ happened. Yeah.
Totally, because we we know, our soul knows what it is that
Yes.
that we need to accomplish, and the best way to accomplish that. So when we let spirit be in charge, things flow a lot more smoothly, and they flow exactly as they should, and things happen when they should. So that, like the old saying about, when the student is ready, the teacher will come.
Yes.
It's
Exactly. So the idea that we put conditions on things, we limit the ability of the universe to give us what it is that is going to be most beneficial for us. I may think that, going to a particular restaurant is going to be beneficial for me. Well, what if spirit was sending me in a different direction, and where, I might meet some very interesting people who might, be part of my life for the long term, or might offer an opportunity that I hadn't thought of.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
When you're determined that, no, this is what I'm going to do, you take a lot of those spontaneous, serendipitous moments out of the equation.
When you try and take and steer everything, then you're taking away those synchronicities. You're not letting them flow to you. I love that, Marina. That is a beautiful example.
That's like sitting in the passenger seat and shoving your foot through the floorboard because the person driving doesn't brake when you think they should brake. You're not stopping the car. You're just looking like an idiot because you keep stomping the brake that isn't there, and you're making the driver nervous because they're like, I got this under control. Will you chill out? I mean,
just shaking.
That's what happens to me when I ride with my brother.
And I can totally understand that, because I had to tell my husband, hey, you're tailgating. You don't need to get that close to that car ahead of you. But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
But, that it behooves us to, think about the things we want to bring in, and, do the cosmic ordering service if you want. But usually it's going to happen anyway, because it's in your thoughts, and it's something you are feeling like your soul's calling forward, and just let it go. You can take some action steps toward it. Like if you were creating a class, you can outline the class and think about it. And you're taking those steps, but you're going to let it, when you feel that moment, when somebody has said, Val, why don't you do a psychic mediumship class? Or Marina, why don't you do a class about changing the tape so we don't have these mind script things running in our head? It's something will come in front of you to have that happen, and you'll know it's time to get that going. And it'll always be something that will work and that people will need when you let it flow that way.
Exactly. I can look at it as in about this time 5 years ago, we were desperately looking for a place to move, and we wanted a house at the time. We could not find a house that would fit our needs within our price range for nothing. And so we were also looking at apartments, although we weren't really sold on moving into an apartment. And there was an advertisement for where we're at right now, but there was a waiting list. And so I went in and I applied and put my name on the waiting list. And it was just like, that's where we're going to go. That's where we're supposed to live. And I just believed it. And then, lo and behold, a month before we're supposed to leave, I get a phone call saying, are you still interested in a 3-bedroom? I'm like, sold. How fast do you have money to hold it, And so we were able to move in over here, and it's been a great place to live for the past five years. I really don't complain about it at all. And then, lo and behold, they up and decide, well, no, your building's scheduled for refurbishment. You have to move out. by July 31st. That's your deadline, and we're like, originally they had offered us another 3-bedroom to move into and then turn around and rented it out from under us the next day before we had a time to get together and make a decision and go talk to them. And so by that point, we're like, well, you don't have anything else. Well, we have a 2-bedroom. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. You're not going to get 4 adults in a 2-bedroom. That's just not possible. And so we started talking about it, and, we were like, okay, well, let's just see what's available, what's out there. And we decided to dip our toe back into looking at houses. And since Monday, we have 3, 4, 6 different places that we've had a chance to go, or 7 different places that we've had a chance to either go look at or have been told about that all basically fit our needs within our budget. And it was like, when we moved into the apartment here, you couldn't find a house that wasn't just astronomical.
It wasn't time, and now it's
the right time.
Suddenly,
you've got the cost of apartments.
Yeah.
The rents are going through the roof, and people are like, you want me to pay how much for an apartment?
Yeah.
But the rent for houses seems to be going down.
There you go.
And so it's like, okay, I'm, like today, we hopefully can go look at this place that Lewis got notified of today, which is a 4-bedroom house. Would have my own room. Thank you. And it's actually would be about $150 a month cheaper than what it would be if we did the 2-bedroom thing and then moved back into here once they finished refurbishing.
Yeah,
plus we would have to pay deposits and stuff twice for moving back and forth. And it's
I'd say it's divine.
It is divine timing.
It's to happen now. And this is the best thing that could have, it's like a reward from the universe. It just didn't feel like it when you have to pack your stuff up, but
right.
It will feel like you really got the sweet.
The thing is that even though we know we're going to have to do a double rent payment 1 month, because they won't let us out of our lease a month early, and so
that's doesn't seem fair. Under the circumstances, they really should have let you out. It's really wrong.
You would think, but then that would give us a whole month to move and not 2 days.
Yes.
Or a weekend,
Yeah.
And it's like, so, again, another synchronicity. Maybe that's what's going to work out for us.
It'll work out for you because you don't have to struggle moving everything right on some date. You've got to get it all and move it. Now you can just move.
Exactly, because none of us are physically able to do that kind of move.
Yeah.
In a matter of a day or two. Yeah. 30 years ago, it would not have been an issue.
Yeah.
40 years ago, I could have done it blindfolded with my hands tied behind my back. Now, no. It's not going to happen. I'll be in the hospital. So it's okay. Well, then this seems to be working out. I mean, we haven't found the right place and signed on the dotted line yet, but it was like once we had discussed it and decided, okay, let's just look for a house. Let's see what's available. Let's look for a house. I had a sense of peace come over me that I hadn't felt since before when we found this place. And it was like, that's where we're going to
be. Divine timing.
So now it's like the same sense of peace that has come over me. I'm not sure where it's going to be. Maybe I will have to live in the living room for, because it's only a 3-bedroom, but that's okay. I can do that. But, now we've had a couple come across our sites that are actually 4 bedrooms that aren't ridiculously priced through the roof like they were 5 years ago when we looked for a 4-bedroom, and they were wanting like double what we're looking at now. So the timing wasn't right. Now everything seems to be lining up. And so it's like, okay, I sat back because I started when we
And
had that really super powerful new moon a couple of months back when all the planets lined up and everything, and all the astrologists were telling us
mhm.
now's the time to manifest some major big
And
things
you
because we
know,
got this really powerful new moon. And so I did a special ceremony
oh,
ritual outside where I took my bay leaves.
oh,
I wrote on my bay leaves what I wanted to manifest. And one of the things, even though we hadn't been notified about this yet, but one of the things I had written was I would love to have a, my own room, my own
oh,
bedroom.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
don't limit yourself and get that
Yeah.
room because I just see you in your own room, and
Yeah.
everyone has the living room to themselves. You have your own. You don't have to tell them to be quiet or any of that. They can be what they are, and you're in
I
your
go in
own
my room
room.
and shut the damn door.
Yes,
Be
and
done with that.
I totally
But
see you
that's
in
what
that.
I manifested on that super new moon. It was like
Yeah,
there were a couple other things,
dang,
but
those
one
bay
of the
leaves
things
work.
was I'm
Yes.
telling you they sure do. So, and one of the things was I want to have my own room. And then it was like within a month, we got notified of all of the shenanigans happening here and having to look.
Yeah,
And I was like, okay, I guess that came to me as I was doing that because it was the right time. And so I
yes,
wound up
yeah,
manifesting for it before I even knew I needed to manifest for it, just because it was
yeah.
something I wanted. And now I'm starting to see the results of that coming in. And again, even if it's still taking the dining room or taking your living room or whatever the case may be, that's okay. I can handle that. But the fact that we've now had several four bedrooms come into our sites,
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, that's
it's there.
Give yourself the four
you
bedrooms.
that
Give it to yourself.
and so
It's
it's like
time.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not obsessed about it like I normally would be. And it's like it is what it is, and it's going to happen the way it's going to happen. And I believe that everything's going to turn out exactly the way it's supposed to turn out. And that's just divine timing. That's synchronicities of things going on and happening. Um, there was you were talking earlier about you're thinking of a certain person or something, and a song will come into your head, and then you got that earworm all day long. That song's playing in
Mhm.
your head. And I've discovered that when I do my daily affirmations, Dibs responds every day in the comments with a song that he's gotten. And 9 out of 10 times, it's a song I was thinking about when I did that video. And
Wow. Look
suddenly
at
that's
that.
the song he's putting, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's it. Now
That's
sometimes he's thrown me for a loop. He's put in a different song, and it's like, oh, I forgot about that song. Actually, that fits better. So yeah, and it's just little things like that, y'all.
mhm.
I mean, it's something as simple as taking a left turn when you thought you were supposed to take a right turn, and because you went left,
Mhm.
you run into somebody that you haven't seen in a long time. Or
Exactly. All
you
those things may seem
little
like
things, yeah,
you you just did something weird, but really it's so that you would run into that person, or
or
it
whatever the case may
something
be. I
out of your
mean,
normal pattern. If you're
um,
so impulsed to drive a certain way, there's a reason. Just go with it. Go
yeah,
with it if
and
you feel like it. Yeah.
I'm such a control freak that the hardest thing for me has been in the last 10 years or so is learning to stop trying to tell spirit how to do its job, but to just say, this is what I want, and then back up and walk away from it.
Yeah, you got to, and
Really hard
it
thing
can
to
be
do.
really hard. Those of us
And
who have a strong will power, we
yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
like to tell the universe what we want,
it,
yeah, you
yeah, it's
gotta
a
just
hard
let it
thing
go.
to do when you're used to being in control.
Yeah,
And, I have a house full of four adults that are all control freaks. So we can really clash sometimes, but we've also have all learned to when it's getting to the point that we're going to have a clash, everybody go to their corners. We're all going into timeout until we can cool off and talk
and there are
more
some
to one another.
Yeah, there are some times, Shari, when it not for everyone, where that we do have to be mindful of the control that we do have. There are certain things that we cannot control. I cannot control the weather. It's going to be what it's going to be. What I can control is what I'm going to put on in the morning when I get dressed.
Or if I bring my umbrella.
Yeah. Or I can control to a good extent how, let's say, I allow people to treat me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can have those boundaries. It's not a selfish act. It's not an act of arrogance. Not. It's just, I know how I deserve to be treated, and I'm going to let you know. If it's not working, I'm going to let you know. So there are some areas where, yeah, absolutely, we do need to have a little bit of that control, and it's not
right.
It's not a bad thing, right? If it's done with the right intention. Right?
Well, I mean, it does get you going. The divine will to go out into the world is an important thing. You never want to give that up in terms of that's how we make action in the world. That's how we go forward. And that's kind of that divine feminine, a divine masculine rather. And the divine feminine is the receptive, loving, compassion energy, which is really the receiving energy. But you definitely want to have that energy help you create with your heart energy what it is you want to bring in, and then let it appear when it's ready.
And sometimes the best action of control that we can do is to let somebody else take the wheel and say, okay, you do it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to let you do it.
Yeah. Having collaborators, having people in your life where you think I'm the only one who can do this. Well, you know what? Maybe not. Let somebody else help you. That is the receiving mode. That's the divine feminine within you saying, oh, okay, you want to help me here. Here's a piece of it, and you do this.
Yes.
Because that is the receptive, I can receive help. I can receive help in. The masculine is saying, I am the only one who can do this.
I alone.
That get you. That gets you. You're not in receiving mode. You're only in outputting mode. And what is the masculine and feminine within you? The outward and the inward. They need to flow together in divine union. And that's what letting that happen within you is key to all of this.
Yeah. Exactly. And letting someone else have control over something. You're allowing them to fulfill part of their life path.
Yes, exactly. You're not disabling them or those around you. You're allowing them to grow and mature and experience life on different levels and layers, and maybe things they need to understand about being in a higher profile or taking on more responsibility. Those are all on their divine plan path. If they're there in front of you and they've asked to help, let them help.
Yes,
exactly. So
yes.
Well, this has been a good topic tonight, y'all. I mean, we're already at 55 minutes almost. So
Lee's saying her dachshunds aren't a lot of help.
They can't carry heavy things. They sure look good not doing anything.
They really do look good not doing anything. Yeah.
I've seen several videos this past week, and I've thought of Marina every time I see them, of people doing these shorts with their huskies that won't come in from the snow, and neighbors calling the cops on them because they see the dog out half the night, and they're like, You get the dog to come in the house.
Yeah.
I'll be a happy
They
camper.
have a mind of their
Then the-
own. They know what they want to do.
Yeah,
All the
and
way.
it's just hilarious to see these people trying to get their husky to come in the house so that the cops aren't called on them. And the
Yes,
husky's like talking back to them saying, I am perfectly fine right where I'm at.
That's right.
And every time I see one of those little videos, I think of Marina because y'all have a husky. And so it's like, and I've heard you gripe about her enough to know that she's very temperamental and very stubborn. So,
Yeah. She, yeah, she will do the things that she wants to do. And if she doesn't want to
when
do
she
it,
wants to
she
do it.
becomes blind and deaf. I don't see you. I don't hear you. I don't know where you are. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
she
mean,
likes to argue with me when I have to go outside to get her. If she's been outside for a while and I have a show to do, I want her to be in the house because, you know, what I have to go out there and get her. And
She's like,
and what made me think about it is just yesterday I
it's
saw
like, leave me
a short of a
alone.
lady going out to get her dog singing, the police are at the front door. She's talking to the dog, telling me I have to make you come inside. And she's literally got like the leash clipped and she's having to drag the dog into the house, and the police officers are like behind her laughing their butts off because they realize, oh, you got a husky.
Yes.
You know, they just got that look on their face like, oh, okay, now we get it.
Yeah.
And she's like dragging the dog in the house. So that the
I
police
just want to mention 357 Beagle saying, Val, I'm asked all of the time why I don't have a church to lead. I think I'm afraid of the ego energy it contains, and that's not good for an alcoholic. Absolutely. You're so right. Those are so many triggering things right there. And you know, the truth of it all is we're all equal. We're all on an equal playing field, shoulder to shoulder. There is no hierarchy. We can certainly talk about things if our soul is leading us to talk about spirituality or metaphysics or whatever it is that you want to talk about. But you don't need a church to be your podium or any of that. And you don't need a pulpit. You're just talking in groups with people. And, you know, that isn't ego energy. So you can not worry about that. Organizing groups kind of thing, it's kind of out of that kind of, I'm going to lead this group kind of thing is kind of gone on the wayside. You're just, maybe you're gathering a group of friends together, communities, and talking about things, but you're not steering some movement of whatever. It's just folks getting together who are resonating in a certain way. And that certainly would be okay for somebody who has those addictive kind of qualities like the ego and all of that. Well, we all have the ego. We can't run away from it. But our own inner guru is what steers us, and that's the direction we're going toward. Everyone is a sovereign being. And so
it's learning to listen to what spirit is saying to you. And
not going outside of yourself to hear, well, what does so-and-so say? Well, you know what? What does your heart say? What does your soul say? What does your
who cares
soul
what so-and-so says?
Yes, who cares? Yes. It's what
if it was important, you wouldn't mind hearing what they have to say. If you mind hearing what they have to say, that's just saying it's not important to you.
Don't give your power away to something outside of yourself is what we're all really saying. And you know, and Marina and I and Shari all have memberships. We aren't like exerting power over anyone in any of those memberships. We're just having community conversations, and maybe we're doing readings for people or that kind of thing. But it is from a sovereign point of view. Yes. You are your own guru. It's the power that you bring forward in your own world that creates your reality. And from that,
Yes,
exactly.
Perfect.
Well, y'all, thank you. We're at 1 hour and 6 seconds, so that's pretty doggone good. Thank you, ladies, for being here tonight. Thank you, Val, for the topic help. And thank you, everybody in chat, for joining in and the wonderful conversations that y'all have been having in the chat. I've been enjoying those as much as what we're talking about. So I'm getting better at learning to read and pay attention at the same time. Some days it works and some days it doesn't. But we will be back next Wednesday. It will be Val's turn to host, correct? And so we will be over on Dragonfly Crystal's channel. And then it'll be Allie after that, then Marina, then me. So you can mark your calendar ahead of time so you know whose channel to go to. And I'll keep y'all posted on the house hunting deal. Trust me, everyone will know as soon as we find it. So
okay,
I will be shouting from the rooftops. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
Thank you everyone for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah.
Everybody's channel is in the description box below, so you can go click and go over there and make sure you're subscribed and click the notification bell for all so that you get notified when we go live or when we drop a video or when we put up a post. That's how you find out. You have to click the little bell for all.
If you don't, and I've been mentioning this as much as I can, if you do not click on all, it will default to personalized. That doesn't mean you get to personalize it. It means that YouTube gets to decide what it is that you're going to see in your feed.
And this is what you don't know about what personalized means.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
The key to everything.
So keep checking, make sure that you're subscribed to the channels you think you're subscribed.
I strongly suggest everyone check at least once a month and make sure you are still subscribed to the channels that you want to be subscribed to. Because even though YouTube says they don't do it,
they do.
They do it.
They do.
They do. Again, we all three have memberships. We all three provide readings. Marina and Val is through their websites. With me, it's through my email, swampvoices@gmail.com. And then that way you can book a reading with Val or Marina. You can look at classes, look at other things that they offer that I'm not there yet, but I'm working my way up to it. And make sure you go in and leave a comment after the show is over. That also helps boost the algorithm so that it'll push us back out there a little bit better. And y'all have a great rest of your week.
Absolutely.
It'll be June 1st on Monday. So this time next week will be my birthday. So, you know.
There you go. Wow. There you go. So fabulous show.
Thank you. Y'all have a great week. Bye.